In this video, we're going to show you how to install a shower. And just to be clear, we're not talking about just putting on a new shower head, we're talking about installing an entire new shower in your bathroom. Andrew's going to walk you through the process step by step.
At your local builder's outlet, you'll find all you need to install a new shower in your bathroom. Installing a new shower is not as difficult as you may think, especially if you follow these guidelines. Here's what you'll need: a shower tray, shower doors, shower taps, silicone sealer, a chisel for taking off old tiles, a shifting spanner, some sugar soap, sandpaper, paint and a roller, a shower head, a pipe wrench, some plumber's tape, new tiles, grout and adhesive. As you can see from behind me, we've more or less gutted out our old shower. We've taken out the shower tray, we've taken out the shower doors, the framework, we've even taken the tiles off the walls. We've also exposed where the old pipes were, we've taken them out completely. As you can see, we've left our tap there at the moment, just to act as a stopcock until we turn our mains off. We're then going to build up our pipework, our new mixer, and then we're going to fit it into the area which has already been chased. For safety, try reroute the cold water pipe from as close to the mains as possible. If you don't, other people using cold water in the house will affect the temperature of your shower. What we're going to do now is actually assemble our pipework for our shower and the arm and all the way down to the mixer, which is going to be according to the cavity that we've already cut out onto the wall. Where we're going to start off first is with a compression fitting. Pretty straightforward. This actually opens up, and inside there is a ring. Now this is our sealing ring. So how that works, slide that over the pipe, and over goes the ring, and then we're going to close it on top there like that. And then what it does is, as we tighten it, it's actually going to clamp onto the copper pipe and create that seal. Hold it in position. Obviously you clean the pipe beforehand. Hold that there. And we're going to pull that down. Now with the compression fitting, because we've got that sealing ring there that actually compresses onto the pipe, you don't have to use the thread tape. You only use the thread tape when you've got a male onto female thread and there's no sealing ring. So here's the shower arm. I've threaded up the end and we're just going to screw that in there like so. You're basically going to screw that up and that'll seal that pipe onto this fitting. But we're not going to do that right now because we're going to take it off and rather put it on at the end. That way it's not going to act like a lever when we're working with it, and it's going to stop it from getting damaged when you're doing your plastering. We can now move down to the mixer fittings and get all the fittings on there that we need to make sure that we hook up to our existing pipes that we have there now. We've assembled our shower fitting and now we're going to fit it to the wall and then we're going to test it under pressure. Now we need to make sure that the water's not coming out of the top end where our shower is, so we've put a block there. Now what you can do is just get a stop in from builders, or if you haven't got one available, you can actually just quickly make your own with a coupler and a piece of copper pipe which is bent over and soldered on the end so that it doesn't leak. Right, let's put it into place. Now you're probably wondering why I've put thread tape over the compression ring there. Well, the reason why is it's actually an old ring that we've got there. It's an old pipe and sometimes you don't get a good seal, but we just put some thread tape on there, a couple of laps around, and then you can tighten it up and then away you go, you should have a perfect seal. There we go, it's all tightened up. It's now time for the moment of truth. Time to put the pressure back on and make sure we don't have any leaks. If you see there aren't any leaks straight away, it doesn't mean you're in the clear. Rather let it settle for a couple of hours and make sure that there are no leaks, no gremlins come through later on. Okay, it looks good. Give it a good inspection. Even behind where you can't see, use a bit of dry paper. You can push it around the back and you can straight away see if there's any wet spots. But looks like we're good to go. Fantastic. All that's left to do now is we can actually start plastering in and carry on with our shower. When you finish your plastering, if you are going to be painting over the section, make sure you use a steel float to get a smooth surface over the entire area. Otherwise, if you're tiling as we are, if you have a rough surface, it doesn't matter. It actually works better for your tiles to adhere to. Before painting your walls or tiling, you've got to seal the walls with bonding liquid or an alternative sealer. Let the sealer dry, and depending on the finish you want, either paint or retile and grout the shower. We're going to install the shower arm now. Make sure you've got enough thread tape around there to ensure that you don't get a leak right at the top there, because otherwise that'll dribble all the way down the back. We're going to screw the shower arm and the head into position with the coupling at the top here, and obviously you need to make sure that the head is facing down when you finish. Ensure that it is a tight fit. And then you're just going to screw in the collar. Once your shower is up and running, make sure there isn't a leak at the top. If there is, take the arm off, put some more PTFE tape and seal it back on again. The average height for a normal shower head is around about 2 to 2.1 meters above the shower tray. Now's the time to actually start fitting our shower tray. Now, depending on the type that you've chosen, you may actually want to make a base to raise it up a little bit. You can actually make a brick base or concrete, or even a wooden base will be fine. You also got to consider the type of trap that you are going to use. Here's a standard P-trap that you're going to use in a shower. Our base actually comes with a built-in trap, so it's critical that we make sure we get a good seal on the outlet pipe here to make sure we don't get any leaks. Our base also has little legs on it which we can actually adjust the height to make sure that it is perfectly level. It's extremely important that you do put down a mortar mix first, and then our tray is going to sit on top of that and we're going to get it into position. When you are getting your tray into position, make sure that you do use a spirit level to ensure that it is level, and you can actually use these legs to adjust the height. Prep the area where the tray will sit, about 20 centimeters thick of mortar mix, and then we're going to actually place the tray down and settle it into place. The next step is to actually get your tray into place and wiggle it up into position, making sure that you get a good seal on that pipe. Now this can be tricky, so it's a good idea to have somebody to help you. Hi Goth. Great. Coat the joint of the built-in P-trap and the outlet pipe with a PVC adhesive like PVC weld to ensure a good bond before sliding the one over the other. How's that, Goth?
That's fine.
Perfect. Right, that's it. Now you must let it set for 24 hours before you start working in the shower area again. It's a good idea just to block that drain up to stop any dirt, any rubble from going down there. Now that our tray has set into place for 24 hours, we're actually going to seal up between the tray and the wall with an anti-mold silicone sealer. With a damp finger, you're going to run your finger across that silicone joint all the way to the end, and then wipe off any excess with a damp cloth. Right, Groth, should we just lift up that side there? With the shower doors and shower frames, always follow the manufacturer's instructions first, and it's actually easier to build the whole framework off from the shower tray, then lift it up into position, and that's when you can actually mark your wall exactly where you need to screw it into it. And then just double check, make sure it all looks okay. Make sure your doors close neatly, and then basically open it up. And we're going to take the framework out and then return the outer frame so we can drill and screw that into position. Okay, you've marked up your outer frame. It's now time to drill your holes. Garth, you've got the drill there? It's very important that you do use a special tile bit, otherwise you can chip the tiles. And most importantly, that this drill is set not on the hammer mode, just normal drill action. A quick little tip here, just to avoid making too much mess, is an old envelope with a bit of tape. Put that under there and that'll catch all the dust and it's not going to make a mess. There you go. Do exactly the same thing for the rest of the holes, and then you can mount your outer frame. Once your frame is secured into position, you're going to silicone all the edges to make it a watertight compartment. While the silicone is drying, you can actually now go and put on all your mixer fittings and the shower drain trap. That's it, time to go and get the doors. If your tiles don't go all the way to the top of your shower arm, it's a good idea to use a plaster primer over the area that you plastered where you chased the pipes. You then must put an undercoat followed by a quality bathroom paint, such as Plascon kitchen and bathroom paint. Always make sure you put at least 3 coats and follow the manufacturer's instructions. And there you have it, we're all done. All we need to do is seal the bottom rail, some silicone, and that's it. Just enjoy your shower.
Thank you for watching. If this all seems overwhelming or you just don't have the time, give us a call at 877-662-4969 and we'll connect you with a contractor that specializes in shower installation. We have national coverage. Give us a call today.